Who are your most influential teachers and why?
I've had countless music teachers from kindergarten all the way up through a master's degree in music. But two of the very most important teachers are near and dear to my heart. The first of being a Canadian composer by the name of Margaret Elaine Henry, whose services as a composer I sought out when I was a young 16-year-old living in Rochester, New York. And very serendipitously, a friend of mine who had taken one of Margaret's theory classes at the Eastman School of Music said, "You should study with Margaret Henry." And so she gave me her phone number, and I didn't know any living composer in the city that I grew up in. I didn't know anyone else writing music. I just knew that I had this skill and that I had a lead. So I gave her a call, and 10 years later now, she changed my life. She really did. She was the first person that said, we know you're talented, but how are you going to use that talent, and how are you going to be an honest artist with it? And she herself was an extremely honest artist, and she gave me the right motivations in a time when I desperately needed those motivations. So to her, I would say, she did her job incredibly. Similarly, upon coming to my master's degree in New York City to study with Raiko Futing at the Manhattan School of Music, I found in Raiko a very different kind of teacher, a fantastic mind, but also someone very sensitive and intimate to the process of creation and music making. And as I've spoke about in some of the other video questions, I think Raiko really imparted to me a sense of intimacy about music, a conversation, a continuing conversation of how we discuss music, how music interfaces with our social selves as composers, and the art that we're actually trying to make. And to him, I would also say thank you, because he has done his job incredibly in motivating me as a composer and an artist. And so to Margaret and Raiko, I say thank you very much.